Good evening, everyone. My name is Maya Angela Mays, and this is my Counseling Theories and Technique exam. Throughout this video, I'll just share my perspective on different ways that I could become a better counselor. I have some notes on my screen, and I'll get started. So, number one, list 5 or more things necessary to help me to be effective in counseling. Now, what would those 5 things that I would list that could help me be an effective counselor? So, number one would be active listening. I would say active listening because it helps me to notice words and nonverbal cues from my client. So, active listening would help with that because if I'm actively listening to what the client is expressing to me, I'm hearing more than just their words. I'm hearing their emotions behind their words. I'm hearing how it affects them, how they feel in a moment. I'm also listening and hearing them possibly relive their experiences. So, number one definitely would be active listening. Number two would be empathy. Empathy would help me to understand my client's experiences from their perspective. And I notice a lot of time when we listen to people's stories and we don't have empathy, I think that can be a bit dangerous because not having empathy can cause us to be very judgmental and maybe dismissive of that person's experience. And I don't ever want to be judgmental or dismissive because I know how that feels. So for me, it would definitely be important to for sure have empathy with my client or anyone that I'm having some type of counseling session with. Number three would be trustworthiness, which helps the client to know that I am non judgmental and understanding. And it helps the client to want to open up more to me. And when a client wants to open up more to me, it allows them to feel safe um, and a sense of security. Um, I think of it from my own perspective when I'm sharing something with someone. I want them to make me feel safe and secure when I'm expressing myself to them. So it's extremely important to me, you know, for others to feel that same way when they're speaking to me, when they're sharing, you know, their experiences with me. I want them to have a sense of safety and security because that will allow them, to just to know that it's a safe space and I hear you. I hear you and I understand you. Um, so number 4 would be clear communication. Clear communication because it helps me to ask good questions and allows me to reflect back what I hear the client saying. I feel like nothing is worse than someone sharing something with you, something so deep, so fragile, and you're not fully giving clear communication with them for them to know that, like I'm present in this moment and I hear your words, especially if I can't reflect them back to you. Like if you're sharing something with me and I'm just like, that kind of can allow a person to wonder, okay, are you hearing me? Are you listening? And and I wouldn't want that. Um, so I would want clear communication. I would want my clients to know that they are clearly communicating with me. I am clearly communicating with them, and it just allows for a better session. And also, too, a part of clear communication, which is the fourth thing that I would list. I also want to add emotional self-awareness too, because having self-awareness will allow me to be aware of what the client is saying, and it also um, allows me to be aware of my own reactions and my own biases when speaking to the client, or when the client is speaking to me and sharing things with me. So those are my those are the five things necessary to help me be effective in counseling. And so next would be to list three or more things um, that I feel I would want to work on to be more confident in my counseling skills. So three things that I would like to work on to be more confident in my counseling skills. Number one is active listening. I would like to improve my active listening because, to be quite honest, sometimes when someone is sharing something with me, my brain can be somewhere else in the moment. I might not be fully listening to them. Um, I'm giving eye contact. I'm giving you all the cues, I guess, for you to know that I'm there, but I'm not fully there, present in the moment. I may be mentally, thinking about something else that I have going on. Maybe I'm overwhelmed with whatever's going on with my day, or whatever I know I need to do the next day. So I would love to be more present, which will allow me to become better with active listening, because I feel like you have to be present to actively listening to what someone is sharing with you, because when you're not actively listening, it's very easy to miss important parts or pieces of what it is that a person is communicating with you. So secondly, I would say confidence in my ability to counsel. That would be the second thing um, that I would say is necessary for me to be more effective in counseling, because if I'm not confident in my ability, I don't think that I would be as great of a counselor as I know I could be. So I would just like to have more confidence in knowing that I'm getting through to that person. More confidence in knowing that this person is entrusting in me to hold space for them, hear them, listen to them, and just know that I can allow them or help them to get through whatever it is they're getting through. So I would definitely love to have more confidence in my ability to counsel. And then the third thing would be, which is kind of a part of confidence in my ability to counsel, I would like to also have confidence in my experience. And the reason I say that is because I know and believe that my own experiences enables me to become a better counselor. I feel like who's better to counsel than someone who have experienced what it is that the client may have gone through. Um, self disclaimer, I grew up in foster care. So, you know, if I'm counseling a young woman that is sharing her experiences with me, that grew up in foster care, I know that I have confidence in my ability to counsel her, um, because I also have confidence in my experience. I know that my experiences will allow me to counsel her better because I have an understanding of what she has experienced. I have understanding of what it's like in the foster care system, and I have experiences in knowing the different emotional um, turmoil that one could go through when experiencing that. So those are my three things: active listening, confidence in my ability to counsel, and then confidence in my experiences that help me to relate. And last but not least, what do I think will personally come up for me while I am practicing with my partner? I think, I actually think those three things that I mentioned will come up for me. Um, I think active listening will come up for me, confidence in my ability to counsel will come up for me, and confidence in my experiences that help me to relate. Those are actually three things that come up for me quite often, um, because I know that these are things that can be strengths, of mine, can be something that I can um, get better at so that I can be that great counselor that I see myself being. And I think my own personal experiences will come up for me as they always do. I feel like I can counsel someone and I can almost always relate to whatever it is that they're expressing because, I have a variety of experiences too, like many other people. And so what would come up for me could possibly be my own traumas that I know that I need to heal and work through. Sometimes I feel like when people share their experiences with us, I feel like when people share their experiences with us, it kind of helps us to heal our stuff too. Or it brings our stuff up so that we can get our stuff out. So it brings things up and out. And so that would definitely be something that I would want to do. I would want, you know, I would want to feel some type of connection um, with, other people's experiences so that it can allow me to heal and see my own traumas and things that may come up for me. So, yeah, that is about it. Once again, this is my counseling theories and technique exam, and my name is Maya Angela Mays, and I thank you for your time. Good night.